Hey everyone, my name is Riley, and in this video I will be showing you how you can create beautiful and professional presentations in just seconds using AI. So this is the tool that we will be using. This is Gamma.app, and you can actually sign up for free and get like 400 free credits to create your presentations with. Once we are inside of Gamma, it's going to give us this generate screen and ask us what we would like to create. So you can create literally any type of presentation. They give us some example prompts right here. So a pitch deck for a startup that makes organic dog food, how to make sushi, a guide for beginners, the science behind effective workout routines for muscle. We can then refresh this and see some more examples of some prompts. But let's say that I have something specific that I want to make. All I would have to do is type in exactly what I want to make in here, and the more detailed that you can make it, the better the presentation is going to be. So I'm just going to say create me a pitch deck. This pitch deck will be aimed at large grocery stores like Walmart and Target. The pitch deck is for my new brand of coffee which contains zero caffeine. Instead, we create the coffee with all natural ingredients to give people a natural boost without the crash and jitters experienced with caffeine. The coffee comes in 3 flavors, vanilla, toffee, and regular. So you can create literally anything with this, whether this is a pitch deck, whether this is something for fundraising, whether you are just creating a presentation for school. And then we can also choose how many cards or how many slides we want in here. So on the free plan, we can go up to a maximum of 10, but with the pro version, you can go up to 30. So I'm going to select 10, and then we can generate the outline. Now this is just going to give us an outline and show us what all of these individual pages are going to be. So we have an introduction, we then have a mission, the problem with caffeine-based beverages, our unique solution, our 3 delicious flavors, and you can see this is really starting to come along, and this is a fantastic pitch deck. What you can do is if you don't like a certain area, we can just go in and retitle this to be something entirely different, and then the AI software will create that page that you entered in. So we can also scroll down and choose the amount of text per card. So we can switch this between brief, which is short bullet points. We then have medium, and we then have detailed, which is going to give us a longer document. We can then also choose the image style. So you can choose like the colors, the style, the mood. So we could say this is like anime style, and then all of the images would be anime. We could say photorealistic, and then all of the images are going to be photorealistic. But I'm just going to leave this as blank and see what this will come up with. Then we can click on continue, and in here we now need to choose a theme. So we have some different theme categories, whether we want this to be dark, light, professional, or colorful, and then we can see all of the different themes right here. So if I'm looking through, I want something that's relatively related to coffee. But you can see we have some really cool themes here. So in my opinion, this looks more like tech. This would be more like creative, or like a creative agency or something like this. And then maybe this goes pretty well with coffee, especially as this is more like on the health side of things. I'm just going to look down, and then yes, I'm going to go with this. Then once you have selected your theme, we can click on generate. And just like that, it's now going to start generating in this entire pitch deck for us. So as you can see, the AI is going to go to work, and we can see this first section is introducing our caffeine-free coffee brand. So I will just wait a few seconds for this to fully load in, and then we can take a look through this AI generated presentation. So that is now fully loaded in. Let's go right back up to the top, and we start off with an introduction to our caffeine-free coffee brand. Then in here, we have a little bit of information about this. You can read this right here. And if there's anything that you want to change, for example, if there's a line or a paragraph that you don't like, we can simply go in, highlight, and then we can type in what we want. So although most of the heavy lifting is done by AI, at any point, if you want to go in, if you want to change any of this text, if we even want to change these images, so right here we have like 2 coffee mugs. All we would have to do is we can either remove the image entirely, or we can go in and edit this image. So right here, we can see the exact prompt that was used to generate this AI image right here. But let's change this entirely. So let's keep this nice and simple and just say a dark green, healthy looking packet of ground coffee. We can then choose the style settings right here. and then we can generate. Now, if we do decide to change any of these images, it is going to take from our credits. It's only going to cost 10 though. So let's go in and see what this will come up with. So just like that, it's generated the exact image that I was after. And then we can go down and even choose from some other images. So we have these three right here. These are the images that it generated. We could also go with this. We could also go with this one, which is more on a desk. I personally don't like this. And I'm just going to stick with this. So I think this looks absolutely awesome. And then after that, once that is in, we can go down to this next section. So this section shows our mission and shows basically what we do and why we are doing this, promoting holistic well-being, redefining the coffee experience. We then have this section, the problem with caffeine-based beverages, which shows us why caffeine isn't so good. So high levels of caffeine can cause adverse side effects like headaches, anxiety, and disrupted sleep patterns. And then also down here, if you remember, in the prompt, I mentioned that our coffee gives all of the benefits of caffeine, but without the caffeine crash. So in here, it highlights that caffeine can leave people feeling sluggish, irritable, and craving more. And then we go to our natural solution. So we have no artificial stimulants, nutrient-rich formula. And once again, if you want to change anything in here, you can just go in, delete this, and maybe we could say something else entirely. So we could change this to like a bit more fun, none of the bad stuff. And then in here, we could just go down and change everything in here to be our own text. Then once again, we can change the image over here if we want to. We then have this section that shows the flavors that we have, the benefits of the coffee, the target audience that we will be looking at, competitive advantage in the coffee market, and so on and so forth, right down to here where we have a call to action and contact information. Now, if you want to add any more slides to this, we can either go add blank card, and then in here, we can like choose a layout. So we could go for this. Then we would want to generate an image over here. So we can choose between accent images. We can even upload our own image from our computer, or we can go with AI images. And then in here, we can simply go ahead and start typing this out and create an entire new card for this. If there's any card that you want to delete, you can click on these three dots in the top left corner of the card, delete the card, and then let's try this with AI. So in here, we can see some options that it's going to give us by default. So we could go for some customer testimonials. Let's actually try adding that in. Then choose a template. I recommend just leaving this to magic unless you have one in mind. Then we can do this for 5 credits. So let's generate this. And then we have some customer testimonials right here. But you can go in here and really add anything that you want to with this card. So we could go for like sustainable and ethical sourcing. We can add this in as well. And as I say, it's really customizable and you can create this in the way that you want to. Once this is finished, we can then either present the presentation straight from the app and it's going to give us this better presentation screen, or we can just go up, exit out of this and actually share this around. So you can email this to different people. You can just grab a link. You can even embed this on your website. And then you can also do this. So we can also change the theme at any time and give the presentation an entirely different look. So that is how you can create some incredible presentations using AI. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.